One of the most common misunderstandings about Freemasonry is the idea that power increases with higher degrees. Many people believe that once someone becomes a Master Mason, they continue climbing a ladder of authority through additional degrees. That is not how Freemasonry works. Within Freemasonry itself, the Master Mason degree is the highest degree that exists. There is no degree above it in the Blue Lodge, and there is no higher level of membership within Freemasonry proper. This is an important distinction because everything else people often hear about comes after this point and operates differently. The Master Mason degree completes the symbolic system of Freemasonry. It represents maturity, responsibility, and the completion of the core moral instruction of the fraternity. Once someone becomes a Master Mason, they are considered a full and equal member of the organization. There is no inner tier above them. This is where confusion usually begins. After becoming a Master Mason, a member may choose to join other Masonic organizations, often called Appendant bodies. These include groups such as the Scottish Rite, the York Rite, and the Shrine. These organizations offer additional education, fellowship, or service opportunities. But they do not replace the Blue Lodge, and they do not outrank it. Degrees earned in these bodies do not place someone above a Master Mason who chooses not to join them. This is why the Master Mason degree is the highest degree that actually matters in terms of Masonic standing. Another source of confusion is the use of numbers in some Appendant bodies. For example, the Scottish Rite uses numbered degrees, which often leads people to assume that a higher number means a higher rank. In reality, these numbers represent lessons or themes, not authority. A Mason who has earned additional degrees does not gain automatic power over others. Authority in Freemasonry does not come from degrees. It comes from office. Within a lodge, authority is granted temporarily to officers who are elected or appointed to serve. The worshipful master presides over the lodge, but only for a fixed term. When that term ends, the authority ends with it. A former worshipful master returns to equal standing with the other members. The same principle applies at higher levels of organization. Grand Lodge officers are elected to govern for limited periods. Their authority exists only within their jurisdiction and only while they hold office. This system prevents permanent hierarchies and centralized control. It ensures that leadership is based on service, responsibility, and accountability rather than status or titles. This is why Freemasonry does not function as a ladder of power. It functions as a framework for moral instruction combined with a system of temporary governance. The Master Mason degree sits at the center of this system. It marks the point at which a Mason has received the full symbolic teachings of the fraternity. Everything beyond it is optional. Understanding this concept clears up many misconceptions about Freemasonry. It explains why additional degrees do not create elites. It explains why no one rules Masonry from above. And it explains why the Blue Lodge remains the foundation of everything that follows. In the next episode, we will explain the difference between degrees and office and break down who actually holds authority in Freemasonry.